Hello, today we're going to have a look at the retail business qualification that we will be starting in September. It's the WJEC exam board and it's a level 1/2 award depending on how well you do during the course. So it'll introduce you to retail, which is one of the most important employment sectors in the UK. In fact, the second highest employer in the UK is retail. And we will look at lots of different aspects of the retail business, including investigation of a range of retailers from large chains and department stores right through to small independent stores and indeed virtual stores, online stores, which is definitely a growing part of the retail sector. There are 3 units in the qualification. The first one is customer experience, all about customer service, and that will be assessed through coursework. And you get 30 marks, which is about a quarter of the marks for the qualification. Then the second unit is all the theory for the exam, which you will have 2 opportunities to take. You will take the exam in June of year 10, and you will take it again in June of year 11, just to help you improve your chances of getting a good grade. So we'll try and cover most of the exam work in year 10 so that you can have a good chance at the exam in the June. And then in year 11 we'll have a look at this larger piece of coursework all about how retail businesses operate, and then we'll have do some revision and have a second chance at the exam. So, start of year 10, we're going to have a look at Unit 1. Unit 1 is all about customer experience. We'll work with local supermarkets to learn about the principles of customer service, what retailers do to provide good customer service, and we will investigate and analyse the quality of customer service provided. One way in which you'll carry out these investigations is by becoming a mystery shopper. Now, where we'll be able to do all this, we'll be able to do all this in Farringdon itself. We're really lucky in Farringdon because we've got 3 large supermarkets, all different levels of that sector, so 3 completely different retailers that we'll be able to look at and compare and learn a lot from. I've already contacted the head offices and they're quite happy for us to make arrangements to go into store. Hopefully we'll have some talks from the managers, and we'll certainly be going in having a look at the layout of the stores, and also we will be going in as a secret shopper. So it's great that we have all this on our doorstep in Farringdon, and we're definitely going to take advantage of it. Okay, so then at the end of year 10, as I said, we're going to take the exam, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes long. And for the exam, you'll learn the following. You'll learn about all the different types of retailers. You'll learn about the issues that retailers face in today's business. You'll learn how retailers respond to change in order to thrive. And by the end of all that, you should be able to suggest solutions to retailers to help them to respond to any issues they face. And that'll basically be the exam. The exam will give you lots of different scenarios and problems, and you'll be expected to suggest solutions for these problems based on the knowledge you've learned throughout the study for the exam. So in order to have a look at all the different types of retailers, we're very lucky because we've got the Westgate Shopping Centre in Oxford, which is a brand new shopping centre, and we can go down there and see lots and lots of different types of stores all just in one place. We'll be able to go in, have a look how they're laid out, how they operate, and also I'm hoping to get the manager of the Westgate Centre to give us a little talk to talk about issues that the whole of the Westgate Centre is facing in business today. The other thing we can do in the Westgate Centre is see something relatively new in shopping centres. We have a problem on the high street where we're really now competing a lot with online retailers, and we need to entice people to come into town. So it has to be more of just a shopping experience, and I think the Westgate are trying to do that, and you'll see when you come down. They've got rooftop restaurants, they've got a cinema, they've got a space for entertainment, They've got a social hub. So they're trying to make it more of a day out or somewhere where you go to do many different things. And the public library is still part of the Westgate Centre. So it'll be good to experience that, to see that the face of the high street is really changing, to try and entice people to come outside and do their shopping rather than just do it online. So we'll definitely be down in the Westgate Centre a couple of times over the course of year 10. Then in year 11, we're going to be looking at the larger piece of coursework. And in this unit, we're going to continue the work that we've done at the end of Unit 2, where you will study further and then begin to use the knowledge you've gained to make suggestions to help retailers organise themselves in response to change. For example, you should be able to suggest the best place to position the fitting rooms in a store. You should be able to explain what the rules are regarding working overtime. You should be able to suggest the best way to organise a website to generate sales. And also you should be able to predict when there's a slump in sales and then suggest ways of compensating for this slump. Okay, so you will create a portfolio of work explaining many aspects of the retail businesses, and then use a case study of a specific business and analyse how they operate and making suggestions on how they can improve. Okay, and after we finish that large piece of coursework, we'll then embark on a revision course to prepare us to have another go at the Unit 2 exam in the June of year 11. So what can you do to prepare to study retail business? Well, over the summer there's two things you can do. I've outlined 3 programmes here that you can watch on BBC iPlayer. The first one is Breaking Fashion. It's a series, I think there's 6 episodes of it, with a young guy up in Manchester, and he's trying to create a fast fashion online business, which he actually ends up to be very successful in. He's trying to compete with people like Pretty Little Thing, Boho, ASOS. It's that sort of store, and it shows you all of the different strategies he uses to get his business up and running. So it's really good. And then there is a little 15-minute program called Click, the Future of Retail, which looks at how retailers use technologies to generate sales, which is also very interesting. And then there's another one, Panorama, and I think it's going to be on the iPlayer for about 7 months now. It's called Amazon, What They Know About Us. So that's all about all of the data that Amazon holds on its customers and how it uses that data to generate sales. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Have a look at those programs. The other thing you can do is, when you're out and about shopping over the summer, have a look at how the stores are laid out. Think about what the store is doing to help improve the customer experience. Think about why you like your favourite store, and also then compare the service quality, customer service quality in different retailers. Okay, so have a look at that, and I hope you have a really nice summer, and I'm looking forward to starting the course with you in September.